Hello Leo, welcome to WhiteFoxAlfred. This is your reading for the next 7 days. What does Leo need to know for the next 7 days? Need one more card for Leo. Okay. Nice. Okay. Super interesting. So your spread is evenly split by major arcana. So we've got the High Priestess as your first card, the Hierophant in the middle, and Temperance on the end. So I feel like this is you balancing. You're balancing tradition and logic with intuition to help you connect with the Two of Cups here and let go and allow yourself to grieve what is no more. This feels like with the Two of Cups and the Five of Cups, I feel like this you're coming closer together in relationship with somebody. It doesn't necessarily have to be a love relationship, but it is a connection with somebody that is fulfilling to you. Could be a partner if you're single, it could be a friend, or it could be meeting somebody new. But in this meeting, in this communion that you have, there's going to be an acceptance of what has to be let go of. You're being supported here through a grief, through an aspect of pain, letting go of trauma, letting go of not necessarily letting go of memories, but letting go of your attachment to them when it comes to hierarchy, when it comes to tradition, what is expected of you, what is it that you feel like you should do because that's how everybody else previously has done it. And it's going to require balancing out your intuition with the High Priestess here, and the earth of the Hierophant with this Temperance card. The key to balance is the Temperance card here. What does Leo need to know to help them balance that? I feel like the hierarchy aspect, the Hierophant card here is this kind of overlord energy of, and I don't mean that necessarily in a negative context, I mean that more of a in a in your bosses, managers, that classic hierarchical system in a business, and even in in families, in parenting, in religions, in any sort of it's organized. It's organized community. So there is hierarchical systems in place. Some people have more responsibility and have more power than others. And I feel like you're learning to see that you don't have to abide by that. You can do what you want to do, but you have to follow your intuition, you have to follow your heart. And your gut feeling about where to move forward and how to move forward with that. You can't be purely mind. It's got to be of the body, of the gut, the heart and the mind together. It's a balance. And that's an art. That is, what the Buddhists would call the middle way, the middle path, which is always shifting, it's always moving. You have to find that middle path every day because it's somewhere different. And somebody is going to help you do that. Somebody is going to help you do that. What else does Leo need to know about this middle path? What are they grieving? Are they letting go of this hierarchical power that is over them? Okay. So we've got the 8 of Wands in reverse, followed by the 5 of Wands. So I feel like you've been fighting the system, this hierarchical system. You don't want to live in it anymore. You don't want to work in it anymore. But the solution has come about super slow. The 8 of Wands in reverse, it's not hit the mark. The 8 of Wands is still fast. In reverse, it's not like just super slow. It's like that. It's everything that's come in that you've thought, right, this is this new job interview, this new idea, this new inspiration is gonna be the answer. You feel like, yes, this is it. This is gonna happen. But it's just hitting all around the bullseye, but not hitting where you need it to hit. Because you're and that's made you feel sad, which is totally understandable. If you want to leave the system as it currently is, and you want to, let's say, go self-employed or go in your own direction, it can feel quite exhausting when, or you can just find a new company where it's a bit of a kinder community, where it's less less hierarchical, or less of the negative sides of hierarchy. So we've got, for your oracle cards, we've got the inner critic and grace. So how are you speaking to yourself? How are you handling the how are you handling the pain that things aren't hitting the mark in the areas that you want them to? Because this is telling me that you need to be kinder to yourself. You need to be more gentle with yourself. Have grace. Have that acceptance of the flow. With the Temperance card here, the water flows from one cup to the other. But there's a period of time in the middle where it's not touching any cup. How do you deal with that flow state in the middle where you don't really know where you are, you don't know where or who, or like what company feels like you belong there? You doesn't, you're in this state of in between where you don't feel like home. Like, where is home for you, and what does home feel like? Let's take one more card for Leo. What do they need to hear this week as guidance for the next 7 days? What is it about this feeling home? And it feels like there's this. What is it to do with the hierarchical systems of home, tradition, the way that the family runs, the way that things are that's changing, that's different, that is, we're kind of grieving the end of. The Light Priestess. If it will focus, there we go. With galactic wisdom, cosmic ritual. This is the same as the High Priestess. So this is telling me trust your feelings. And when I say trust your feelings, I mean what's deeper. And I don't necessarily mean your like deepest emotions. That's different. Trust your feelings, trust your intuition, trust your sense of fun and intrigue and how it feels in your heart. There's no other way to put it. Just how it feels in your heart. Because the heart is guiding you to what is the healthiest, the happiest, and the best situation for you and all your loved ones right now. So yeah, Leo, drop a like, subscribe, and please comment down below. Let me know what's going on for you. I'm super intrigued and always curious to find out like what the situation is for you at the moment, and what is it that you're going to be grieving through, and this connection that is supporting you through this grieving feels really great. And yeah, let me know how it goes, and I'll see you next week.